I I have observed the opposition leader, Mark Golding, and his subordinates or his surrogates. And I am trying to understand the plans that the PNP has for Jamaica. For example, unemployment rate is at its all-time lowest since independent Jamaica at 4.2%. What are the plans of the People's National Party to make that even lower? How about 1%? Or cut that in half, 2.1%? What are the plans that the People's National Party have on board to reduce it further? They talk about the crime plan and how they want a crime plan from the Jamaica Labour Party. What is the crime plan or the mechanism that will lower the unaliving rate within Jamaica? Currently, unaliving in Jamaica is down 20%. What is the strategy or the plans that the People's National Party have on paper to implement if we give them power, to reduce it to 40, 50, get unaliving to below 1,000 or 800 in the next 2 to 3 years after they have been elected? The economy has seen expansion, right? Has seen growth, even coming out of a recession such as what we experienced in COVID-19. What are the plans of the People's National Party to drive or encourage growth within Jamaica to 5, 6, 7%? What are the plans that you have on paper for us to experience this type of growth? I have not seen it. You talk about roads. What are the plans that you have to develop, expand, transform our road networks across Jamaica if we elect you to do so? You talk about healthcare. Dr. Dawes all over the place running up and down talking about healthcare and the place mash up. What are the plans of the People's National Party to transform healthcare outside of what the government is currently doing with the limited resources that we have? What are your plans? Talk about social interventions. What are these social interventions that you have on paper, that you have on book, that you are going to implement in order to make Jamaica a better place? And there's so much more. National security. Not the plans that Peter Bunting has to employ fishermen to give him intelligence instead of buying JDF boats and all of these things. Not that type of plan. And when you have listed all of these measures, we are asking you, Mark Golding, to tell us Jamaicans, how are you willing or how are you going to pay for these measures? Because nothing is free. Government makes money by either economic expansion or taxation. You talk about education and how you plan to transform education. The opposition spokesperson on education said to increase GCT by another 1% in order to compensate. So again, you're taxing the persons that you care about the most. If you're also going to increase, say for you forego on the GCT and you increase corporate taxes, again, the people within the corporate industry will increase their goods and services cost, therefore passing that on to us, the consumer. So after you have put all of these beautiful measures on paper, you will have to tell us how you are going to plan to pay for it. Not just make us promises, even though the opposition leader is on record to say that a promise is a comfort to a fool. Right? So after you have made these comforting um, arguments, to the fools that you think we are, you're going to have to tell us how you're going to pay for it. Because nothing is for free. And just forget about our NIR. Huh? Forget about it. Because that is what helps to stabilize our dollar and give us confidence that we can pay for our goods and services from these international exporters. So import exporters. Please, Mark Golding, the plans and the payment plan. Thank you, sir.